director in IBM in Atlanta. He's also president of Pacey's Berry Medical Group in Atlanta for 23 years and was recruited by MDVIP, which is a national group of physicians who concentrate on the prevention of disease, and was a member of the medical advisory board of this organization for almost 10 years. He was also selected as Doctor of the Year by an organization in Atlanta.
He's so humble.
He's
He's so nice.
by the Georgia State Medical Association.
Woo! Look at him. He's so humble.
By the health grades and has so many other accolades. Volunteered multiple times over the years to help with athletes. He's done so much amazing stuff, but just retired as in 2021 after 40 years of practicing. I think we can give him a break, right?
Thank you.
So Dr. Fowler, tell me, as a medical professional and a Juice Plus person, tell me a little bit about how you came into Juice Plus.
Well, first of all, welcome to my city, the ATL.
Yes.
And I hope everyone's had a great time, and we're so glad that you all are here. Well, I'll tell you, my story is interesting because it has to do with someone who is very, very critical and important to Juice Plus. And this couple kept kind of badgering me. I know the wife is out there somewhere, Jan. They kept badgering me over 20 years ago about coming to the house to hear a presentation. Of course, me being the busy physician, and like most docs that you guys know, I kept putting it off. So finally, since Jan kept calling me so much, okay, and her husband, I think most of you have heard his name, Dr. Rick Du Bois, okay? Who is my dear colleague,
so
one of my mentors,
so sad he's
dear
gone.
friend. I finally conceded and said, well, let me go hear this presentation. So I went there to their house, and I heard Dr. Du Bois present and teach, because that's what he did. I was totally blown away by what he talked about in terms of the power of fruits and vegetables and how Juice Plus played a major role in that whole arena. Once I heard this presentation, it totally changed my focus on how to even approach patients. We don't learn about prevention in medical school. We learn about how to diagnose and how to treat, but not how to prevent. So this was great, an eye-opener for me. And at that time, there were only 13 studies available, but they were so compelling that it became a no-brainer for me to recommend this product to friends, family, and patients.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So how do you think this new Juice Plus Science Institute and the Juice Plus Science Institute website would help future people to be able to understand our research?
So let me tell you, this is an awesome creation, and thank you, Manfred and your team. They're doing a superb job with this institute, and we all should be very, very happy that they're affiliated with Juice Plus. This is the window that most of my colleagues look for, and myself. The window to look at research. And again, in medical school, we're taught again on how to diagnose and treat with medication. Why can't we look at studies like this and figure out how to use fruits and vegetables to prevent, rather than wait till we have to use medication? So this is an awesome opportunity for everyone to look at these studies, and especially my healthcare provider colleagues, so that they can understand how powerful fruits and vegetables are.
Absolutely. So you mentioned your colleagues. Do you think that the JPSI is going to be able to lend more credibility to Juice Plus for medical professionals around the world?
There's no question that it's going to lend more credibility, and speaking of that, I think we have some new studies to talk about, don't we?
Yes, absolutely. So here we have a study in Austria. This was already published 2 years ago. It was a check of the new omega plant, whether it's bioavailable, and this study could show that the omega-3 fatty acids, the valuable omega-3 fatty acids in omega plant called DHA and EPA are bioavailable, and this was measured and estimated by the most and best method you can do at the moment via the omega-3 index. This study, but also demonstrated again, because we are doing this on a regular basis every 3 years, just to check whether the product has the same excellence as 5 years ago or 10 years ago. That also the fruit, veg, and berry capsule product showed that the bioavailability of vitamins and carotenoids is superb.
So let me just comment on this omega-3 index. I want you all to really understand what that is. Because first of all, omega-3s, the body does not make omega-3s. So you have to ingest omega-3s. So this index can actually be drawn through your blood work. You can request that from your physician or your healthcare provider. And what we like to see ideally is an index that's about 8. Now that's the ideal one. 4 is where most people are. 6 is where we'd like for you to be if you can get there. If you look at the study that was done by Juice Plus, you can see where we fell, which is an awesome range. Okay, now, the key to take home with the omega-3 index is that it's almost like high cholesterol. But the higher the omega-3 index is, the lower your risk of heart disease. The higher your cholesterol is, obviously, the higher risk of heart disease. So, again, a very important study to look at. Please do.
Absolutely. But there's more.
Yes, at the University of Memphis, there was a study conducted in which they primarily wanted to investigate the effects of fruit, veg, and berry product on the microbiome. And this study was combined with an add-on arm with complete as well. And they found that a very interesting and important short-chain fatty acid molecule coming from our gut, it's called butyrate, significantly increased after the fruit, veg, berry capsule ingestion. So this substance plays a role in several chronic diseases, but especially for cardiovascular disease prevention. So to increase your butyrate really makes sense. But also the complete showed some beneficial effects by increasing healthy strains in your microbiome. So both products performed quite well in this first microbiome study ever that was conducted on Juice Plus products.
Again, microbiome. Again, I want everybody to understand that there are trillions of bacteria, fungi, and other microbes in our guts. And these little guys are what oftentimes kind of predict what disease we might get or we might not get. So you want to make sure that they're healthy. And obviously this study that Juice Plus did showed a positive impact on those bacteria in the gut. So this is a phenomenal finding that you guys need to be aware of, okay? So even when I was practicing medicine, I could actually do a test called TMAO, which stands for trimethylamine nitrous oxide. And if that test was out of whack, it kind of meant that the bacteria in the gut were out of whack, and that would put you at a higher risk for heart disease as well. So again, this is a very important point that this study in Juice Plus improved the microbiome.
Absolutely.
Probably I can add one sentence on that, because it's the idea behind this that the phytonutrients in fruit, veg, and berry can act as chow for the healthy bacteria in the gut, and therefore this butyrate increase. So for some results you do not have a fast explanation sometimes, but that's now the hypothesis behind, and that's very interesting in a new field that phytonutrients can support the strains and the bacteria in your stomach.
Absolutely. And there are a couple more studies we need to run through real quick because I know we're running short on time. So let's talk about the cytosol.
Yeah, cytosol, we can do that quick because it's also a quicker study because it's not a clinical trial. It's a computer study where they fed the computer with the data on Juice Plus research we had so far and wanted to see whether a mathematical exercise comes to the same result. And of course also here they found that the fruit, veg, and berry capsules reduce low-grade inflammation, oxidative stress, or blood circulation, which was found in several studies before.
Absolutely. And one more study.
Yes, this study is probably, I would say, the highlight, so the best at the end, because this is also a new field of research we entered the field of brain health and cognitive function, and this was conducted by a very renowned nutrition university in Spain, by the University of Murcia. And they had several hypotheses they wanted, or research questions they wanted to test. The primary outcome was whether fruit, veg, and berry capsules can improve cognitive functions. What are cognitive functions tested there? Memory, recall, executive function, processing speed. Yes, and they found out that the subjects, they were faster between the years. The processing really accelerated, so they had very, very good results on that. And they also found an increase in dopamine, which is regarded as the happiness hormone. And the classical markers found in other studies were confirmed again in this project by reducing oxidative stress, homocysteine, or reduction of low-grade inflammation.
And again, all of these studies can be found on jpsi.info, so if you want more information about any of these or all of the 47 publications that we've had, please go there. So just a quick word at the end to talk about what do we see as the future of research. Dr. Fowler, what do you see?
Well, the sky's the limit. To have an organization with Manfred, I don't know if you know, he has 2 PhDs.
Wow.
Okay. A guy like this at the helm is just incredible. I am too excited about being a member and part of this Juice Plus family. My confidence has been extremely heightened because of what he and his team are doing.
Absolutely. And
Awesome.
Dr. Manfred, how do you see the future of the JPSI working with Juice Plus?
I mean, I hope with the JPSI we will lift up and bring the research on plant-based nutrition and the research on Juice Plus to a broader audience, to a broad public. And of course, we, as I said before, we always try to improve day by day, every minute, and to learn every day. And we always have some studies underway, official studies, and some tests behind the curtain. So we are diligent.
That's amazing. So help me thank, please, Doctors Manfred, Lamprecht, and Reginald Fowler for